inkling of what's coming.
I said this earlier, right? Now, this is another story, a CBC, right? 2 days ago, right? It said the Canadian dollar is worth, if we got scriptures on economic situation, the Canadian dollar is worth a dismal 70 cents U.S. today, meaning you go up there with $70, you're gonna get $100, man. So we might have to take up Ariala's offer because he wanted to go to. We might have to. Hey, well, you know what? You know what the problem is? Back when we used to go, you didn't need no passport. Now you got to get a goddamn passport, and that takes. You got to go to the post office or wherever, and they're gonna charge you with everything. They're gonna charge you if you're lucky if you're paying $150. Now, if I want to go, y'all want to go. If y'all want to go, the whole New York camp want to go. So it's madness. But hey, who knows, man? Who knows, brother? That's gonna be that'll be a major thing. Cause hey, I'm not gonna leave them New York, brother. They're gonna be like, you ain't gonna bring us to heart. What's up? But we'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, oh boy, we probably get all the state camps just going up there, man. Merge in Canada. Try to help them get out of that dock. Well, if we go up there with the money, that's helping the economy, right? But this is what it says in the news, right? It says the Canadian dollar is worth, hey, give me the scriptures if y'all got it, man. The Canadian dollar is worth a dismal 70 cents U.S. a day, and our lousy currency is likely, I'm not going to read no more. You had to click to read the rest of it. It says here in the headlines, travel, this is what I said earlier. It said travel destinations made even more attractive with the low Canadian dollar. Who is that message for? For Americans, man. That's why these Europeans, you know where they like to go to? They like to go to Disney World, man. You know why? Because the euro is stronger than the American dollar. So the great escape, if you want to go to another country and you're an American, the value of the loonie is low. You want to take your woman and impress her, man. Hey, take her to Young Street, brother. And the food is good, the wine is good. The place is clean. I mean, it's picturesque. However you say it, the hotels is dirt cheap. You want to take your girl, to a nice, weekend, man. She gonna be impressed, man. And you got that money, man. Man, you bring $2,000. You gonna live like a king and a queen, man. Man, I'll do the math, but it's you're right. Almost $3,000. Almost $3,000. Yep. Damn near more than that. As soon as you get over that border, you go to the house. What do they call it? The house of change is called, right? In Mexico, it's called a casa de cambio. When you take your U.S. dollar, you change it. In Mexico, I remember I went to Mexico in '87. I went to the pyramids and all that, man. And me and my old girl, I had 500. She had 500. We was there for 7 days, and we booked another 2 days, man. And we was able to afford it with $1,000 between the both of us, man. We went to the best. We went to the Zona Rosa where them Edomites, some Germans and stuff go and eat steaks and all that, man. When we ate I remember we ate the steak dinner. It was me and her. We ate the steak dinner, had dessert and wine and all that. And when they gave us the bill, I think the bill was 10,000 pesos. And when you calculate it, came out to like 10 American dollars. So come on. Now, Canada is not as good as Mexico used to be, but goddamn, brother, you got $1,000. As soon as you get up to Canada, man, you go over that goddamn border. You're going to get, you know what you're going to get back? You're going to get about 100. You're going to get, if you bring $700, let me break it down this way. If you bring $700, you're getting $1,000 from them.
Now, this is the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 2. It says, I'll start at 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. That's it. That's the time we're coming into, those evil days. Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Who are the keepers of the house? That's these like different stock markets. And, this is going to happen also in Canada, but this is speaking about America, today. But, you're going to have...
I'm sorry, Doc. Ultimately, it's going to come to America. See, the average American is a dumbass. They don't watch the financial news. Man, that's all I watch is the goddamn... I got an app with Bloomberg News, man. And I click that fucking app on. I put it on... I put it on. I go to what do you call it? I go to Chromecast, man. I click that app on there, and I watch live business news all night long, man. Or if I'm doing nothing, I'll watch it, man. They got a CNN Business, which is a website, and what else they got? They got CNBC. This past week you had what was called Davos. It was an economic forum of all these different super rich people and heads of state that go to Davos, Switzerland. And they have an economic forum talking about how to improve the economy of their countries or their companies, man. So Jake doesn't see that, man. See, when Jake comes into a lot of money, you know what they do? They do like Floyd does. Floyd is out there in Dubai. He went out there, was it a month ago, and brought $1 million watch. What the fuck you going to do with $1 million watch, man? And that's called, what is that called? That's called what is it called? Conspicuous spending or conspicuous spending or conspicuous consumption. Meaning I'm buying this to show the world, see how good I'm doing? And that's why niggas go broke. Yeah. Niggas in the NBA. Yeah. What's this guy from Philly? What's his brother? From Philly, the 76ers. The brother with the tatted Iverson, man. That dude went dead broke, man. And that good dude was worth like at least $100 million. And most of you Jakes go dead broke, man. You retire with over $100 million, $150 million. Tyson was worth the money that he earned in his whole career is worth to be about approximately $350 million. How in the hell you went from $350 million to go to broke? Holyfield, the same thing. He went broke, man. Nigga brought a fucking mansion with 109 rooms. What the hell you gonna do with all the rooms, man? But that's called conspicuous consumption, man. And that's good with you. That's good. That's known among you Negroes, man. And you got these old Edomite actors that you found out just died. This Edomite actress, she goes all the way back to the when they didn't have sound. What you call them? Silent movies? Bitch ain't did a movie since 1903. And she dies in a fucking mansion, and she's worth millions of dollars, man. What the hell is wrong with you niggas, man?
Need that phone up. I mean the microphone. Need the mic.
So Ali, same thing. He made all kind of money and shit. Then he almost damn near went broke.
Hammer, MC Hammer.
Oh, he's the.
Well, his problem was he was blowing money left and right, and his wife wasn't stopping him. And she's supposed to be a devout Christian, But he was trying to help Jake, and that's the last thing you do is help a nigga, man. That's the last thing you do.
Yeah.
Your attitude is supposed to be, I got mine, you going out there and get yarn.
Gun.
All right?
Gun.
But hey, as a former world champion boxer said that we know personally, he said, watch. He said, Floyd gonna go broke. Watch. That nigga gonna go broke.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, well, the brother sent us a thing. I forgot who it was. I think it was Ainap. He sent the video earlier this week to brothers about the singer, Jaheim. He went back. Yeah, to the hood. Yeah, I got it on my phone. He went back into the so-called hood to film a video. Yep. Like trying to represent where he came from. And the niggas, basically the little gremlin niggas and bitches, the nigga woman, they chased his ass out of the neighborhood, man.
Hold on. What's the saying? Don't forget where you came from. Yeah. So you go back to where you came from, and they trying to beat the shit out you, man. Yeah. But that's famous now. You got a famous rapper That's all on YouTube. All on the YouTube.
Oh, you know about it.
You go, but I'm talking about that's among a lot of rappers.
Yeah,
man.
all these niggas.
You go and do a video in the hood, and these old hood rat niggas try to jump your ass. Look, man, take our advice, man. Take the advice of the apostles, man.
Yeah.
When you make it, don't be around. And well, I gotta give my man Polite credit, man.
Yeah.
Polite is a devil, but he did the right thing.
Yeah.
He went to Beverly Hills.
He said, "Fuck that, man."
He said, "Fuck them niggas."
Yeah,
he said, "The
back.
only time I'm coming out there is to rip you niggas off. Then I'm taking my black ass back to Beverly Hills with my wives and my children, man."
That's right.
He's doing the right thing.
Yeah. The hell with that. Because
why? Because he's smart.
He's smart. That movie was on today, man. Hey, now you know what though? But that's true. But then niggas basically getting that Jaheim talking about, yeah, nigga, you don't come out to the hood, you don't do nothing, you ain't doing nothing for the community, and you come here, nigga, fuck you got, fuck the community, man. Do something for the community. And like Muhammad Ali, well, you put me onto that. Apostle Tahar, Muhammad Ali, that's why he went broke.
Oh no, I remember. Man, that dude, when he used to get the millions, he used to open up community centers in Chicago. He was known for giving out. This guy, Elvis Presley, he used to give out a lot of money, man. He used to give it out. They said he was racist and shit.
Yeah.
He was giving out Cadillacs to Jakes, man. There's videos on that shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Shaking Jake hand, you know?
Yeah,
Because Elvis Presley was an Israelite, too.
Yep. Oh, they're going to lose it on that now.
Elvis Presley was an Israelite,
Elvis Presley was an Israelite, man.
Why you think he can gyrate like that, man?
That's what his name was, Elvis the Pelvis. It says, verse 3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. And you're going to see that people, that's why a lot of times when Wall Street doesn't do too good, a lot of those stockbrokers, they commit suicide. A lot of those people that own these different companies, they commit suicide. And the grinders cease because and the grinders cease because they are few. Now the grinders represent these different jobs, and they're going to cease, because they're few, and the reason why they're going to be few is because a lot of these different companies are outsourcing their businesses elsewhere, outside of the country, because there's cheaper labor, and it's cheaper to export it into the country than to make it in the country itself, because the average, American person, they want too much money, they want top dollar for their services. So they'll send it to Taiwan or China or one of them other countries, outsource it out there, and wherever they get the cheapest, whether they got to go to Mexico or whether they actually running sweatshops here in the United States, or they go to Taiwan, wherever it's cheaper to make it and bring it in, wherever they can make the top dollar on. That's what they're gonna do. It says the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. That's your different stockbrokers down in on Wall Street. Whenever you see that market fluctuating and the Dow losing and this losing and all that, them people get nervous, man. Even the average person out in the streets, they get nervous. So what are we gonna do? Because one day they're gonna crash that thing. Because they want to bring you people to your knees. They want you to come crawling and begging unto them to receive their microchip. So they can chip you and you could be a permanent slave for the rest of your life to them. It says, and those that look out the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Because there's not gonna be no work. There's not going to be people running in and shopping, because what's going to happen is when people start losing their money, or when people when they have nothing to lose, they lose it, as my man Salente says again. So that's coming, man. Because right now you people are too comfortable. You're all big and fat, eating all that garbage GMO. You can't go 10 minutes without eating something, and they're going make you real lean soon, and they throw your ass in them concentration camps, and all you get is them funky ass rations. Yeah, my lean. Yeah. Those rations that they give you.
Those meager rations.
Yeah, those meager rations. Yeah, they're called MREs, meals ready to eat. Them nasty just nasty food you're going to get. You ain't going to be able to get no McDonald's in that day.
They're going to feed you what they want to feed you, man. They're going to feed you what they want to feed you, man.
And it's going to be rationed out.
Bottom line, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter is coming to pass. And then 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. As a matter of fact, let's go, because we're getting ready to close in another 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Let's go to, since we were supposed to go into breakdowns, you know, we make a title and then go into something else. But we've been breaking down scriptures. We've been making you understand the scriptures. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 16, start from the top, and then read the whole chapter.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. And that's what's coming. That destruction is coming. Excuse me. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Because this is already something that's sent. It's already something that's on its way. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? And that fire is talking about the nuclear fire, nuclear destruction. And you ain't going to be able to quench it or stop it. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? You know, they're going, you know, they're planning on using this biological warfare on you, you know, whether it be something you go and get a flu shot and they'll give you some crazy shit in there, or whether they spread some kind of virus out there that they splice together in some laboratory. It says, plagues are sent unto you. What is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? And that's, you know, dealing with everything that's going to come, martial law and all of that, but ultimately it's dealing with those nuclear missiles. It says, the fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? You know, because that's what's coming, man. Fearfulness. The earth, yep, the nuclear missiles, because the scriptures say that in that day, men's hearts are going to be failing them for fear and for looking at those things that are coming upon the earth. It says, the earth quaketh and the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. That's where you got what's called the ICBM missile, which is an intercontinental ballistic missile, which is able to be shot from one country to another. They got missiles that can come all the way over here to the United States from Russia, Iran, and different other countries. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. And that's talking about those nuclear missiles. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again.
And remember, those arrows is talking about the ICBM missiles. 200 million of them.
Not angels. Woe is me, although the angels are coming too, but that's not talking about the angels in Revelation. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? So this is the prophet Ezra saying this. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear.
You mentioned great famine and great death and great sorrows. Now, you know, if we had time, we would go into the previous chapter, which is 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter.
It says, and the powers shall stand in fear. That's talking about these governments. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of their scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Now, victuals meaning food. There's going to be a point where the price of the food is going to come down, like the prices of gas.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy because of the prices of gas. So it says they're going to think that's a good thing. That's economically, that's a good thing. But you don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
It says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth. It says, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth.
And that's happening now. All this wickedness that's going on, man. People out here killing people and shit like that. All kind of foul wickedness. That faggot, homosexual shit. Transgender, they making little kids are being like, all that it's increasing, man. Murders, rapes, murders, every form of wickedness you could think of. Homosexuality and all that stuff.